everybody. I'm Anna Kitain of DMD Skin Sciences. I am the Chief Operations Officer. And we treat acne scars, and hyperpigmentation for patients who are in the Philippines. We are both a physical and a digital clinic. So, we started as a traditional dermatological clinic. So, it's founded by Dr. Mike B. He was fresh out of derma residency and he just passed the boards. Usually traditional dermatological clinics, they get machines. So from his first machine, he has garnered significant patients and reviews because of how the before and afters, the results were for his treatments. So I came in. He has been seeing a lot of patients then. There was no DMD Skin Sciences during that time. It was just Dr. Mike D as his private practice. We thought of putting the name DMD Skin Sciences through the help of our branding agency. And then from there, we were building our first clinic. So this was like late 2019 to early 2020. And our clinic was supposed to open April 2020. But then the pandemic happened, so we had to stop the construction of the clinic. He knew back then that the pandemic wouldn't be resolved in like 3 months or 6 months. So we had to think of another way. And then that's when we pivoted. We saw patients through online consultation. Because like doctors back then also transfer their practice to digitally, right? And then we had some skincare products that we got from distributors, local distributors, that we still had in stock. So we wanted to like convert it to cash. And then that's where my e-commerce site became alive again. We started with like Google Sheets. So we were selling it through Google Sheets. And then there came a point, July 2020, where there was like a global supply chain crisis. I don't know if you remember, but like during that time, deliveries were delayed. So that translated to us not getting our orders from our local distributors on time. But then again, we couldn't stop selling, the skincare products because our patients needed them. We decided to manufacture our own. So since he has a clinical eye, he knows what his patients need. And then like we just, through the help of a formulator, we created all these products. And after that, like we saw new patients coming in through referrals from existing patients. And then there were like a lot of requests to make the ordering easier, and then that's where we shifted to Shopify to make it easier for them to check out. So after we've established our Shopify account, there were like people asking us to like set up our own marketplace accounts where they can buy the skincare products. And then so like coming from e-commerce, I knew the pain points of like being present in different marketplaces and having your own .com, especially inventory wise. So like when we were discussing on how to like be present on marketplaces, those were one of the things that we really considered. The inventory, keeping up with the penalties imposed by marketplaces, how to not be penalized. Since we were establishing like a premium brand, we knew that there would be a lot of inquiries asking if our marketplaces accounts will be legitimate. So that's when we came to the conclusion to like apply as a mall seller to like minimize questions like, is this the legitimate account and all that stuff. So but then again, if you're a mall seller on marketplaces, it's more stringent. They're stricter in terms of like ship out time, fulfillment, quality of customer service. So like back then we knew that we couldn't handle the fulfillment on our own, just because like it's a lot of manpower needed and also a lot of expertise on supply chain side, fulfillment side. So yeah, that's where we got the help of Locad. So I was looking for like a potential partner who can help us fulfill our orders. So like that was, I think, 2021, if I'm not mistaken. During that time, like the idea of like third party fulfillment is like still new, at least for the Philippines. So I'm glad that Locad responded to us, because like for the other companies that we inquired with, they're usually partnering with established FMCG brands only. So yeah, we immediately went with Locad. So like from our very first sale on marketplaces up to like scaling, so you guys have been with us in our fulfillment journey. And like we couldn't really do it, we couldn't fulfill those orders without your help, because like it helped us like be able to focus on like just our patients and like how to be able to take care of them. What I said earlier, it's really focusing on the fundamentals, like the best in class active ingredients for a specific skin concern. We don't really promote overconsumption of skincare products. As much as possible, we recommend patients, like if they found something that works for them, stick with it until you have a new skin concern that you want to like address. Um, so we also educate our patients, like, okay, you don't necessarily need this specific, because like we get a lot of questions, can I use this, can I use that? So like sometimes we tell them, okay, you don't really need this, you can use it, but like it's a nice to have. So if you want something that works, you can look at these active ingredients, look for these active ingredients in your skincare. Yeah, so like we also get inquiries from non-patients, so they ask us to like check the ingredients of their products, because I guess that's how generous Dr. Mike is. So he asks patients and non-patients to send the ingredients list, and like he'll tell if it's okay, it's not. So we also do recommend other skincare products if our patients want it. So at the end of the day, it's like it's really patient centric. So what would work for them, what would make them happy, what would they like, what would help solve their problems. Our patients have been using our skincare products for the last 2-3 years. So I think that's a long time for skincare, because like usually you find something and then you don't like it, you find something else. But like to hear people using your products for the last 2-3 years and recommend it to other people, like that makes our hearts swell. Number one problem would be infrastructure here in the Philippines, because like not all we realize not all have a street name and a house number, so that makes it hard to fulfill orders. So this is like when this is in the context of our .com. So we have been trying for the last 2 years like to make it like very very seamless for our customers. So the experience that I want, that personally set for myself, my goal is to give update to our patients even before they think of asking for an update. And like it's easy in theory, but like in practice it's very very hard, because like you need to be monitoring each order, where they're at, like how's the movement, are there specific orders that are delayed in fulfillment. So it's really challenging. So that's why we also considered getting a 3PL, because like definitely you get more orders on marketplaces. So like if we multiply that experience internally, like it would be too taxing for the team. We won't be able to focus on our patients. So yeah, those are some of the things that are the biggest challenges, fulfillment wise, the addresses, um and yeah, the delivery coverage of our local couriers here in the Philippines. So it also helps that some courier partners have a branch where you can pick up your orders, because like lockers aren't a thing here in the Philippines, unlike in other Southeast Asian countries like Singapore, um and probably like Hong Kong. Yeah. So having a branch where customers can pick up their orders is very helpful, especially if no one is available to receive their package. That lessens like returns to us because of failed deliveries, and customers who can't be contacted on the time of the delivery. Definitely temp control. At a certain point, like skincare would like be unstable, especially during extreme heat. Especially right now that is super hot here in the Philippines. So we wanted to like preserve the integrity of our products so that our customers, our patients receive it in the best quality. So that's one. Number two would be like ship on time fulfillment and shipment, and like having that visibility as to how many orders have been fulfilled and are like still pending really helps us, give a perspective. Okay, like where are we right now in terms of fulfillment? Like Locad, and I really like Locad's dashboard because you can see it everything. Another would be inventory, because like right now we have two inventory sources, one for .com and like another for marketplaces, and the marketplace inventory are with you guys. So having that visibility, how many pieces are remaining for specific SKU, helps us forecast our stocks better in the future, especially during peak seasons. No, it was just us. So from the
Okay.
get-go, I knew the pain point of fulfilling for marketplaces. So one consideration was to get AWMS and OMS,
Hmm.
but we were a very lean team, so we didn't have. I mean, there's a learning curve to it, and like it would take us like probably months to learn how to use the system, how to like fulfill um, efficiently. And another would be to like just get a 3PL. So from the get go, our requirement, personally, my requirement was to have somebody else fulfill it. So yeah. But like usually, by the default is okay, we will fulfill it.
Hmm.
And then let's just figure out how to fulfill it. But like then again, we applied for mall status. So it's they're very strict when it comes to like fulfillment, deliveries, ship out times. So we knew that we needed to get a partner that can help us focus on quality. Because I think quality is central to our brand, not just quality products, but quality service. And part of that quality service to get, patients or customers' orders on time and packed well. I just googled it, and you have very good SEO. It's like it's one of the first results. So like I contacted uh all companies that appeared on the top page of Google. But like then again, like what I said earlier, other brands didn't cater to like smaller businesses, especially us. We didn't have an order, like a history where or a benchmark as to how many orders we're fulfilling and how many orders we're getting per day. So it's very helpful to have brands like Locad cater to small businesses like us. You guys helped us from our first sale up to like right now, wherein we have like all these orders fulfilled. None really. It's because like when we started, we just figured it out from there. Like, okay, how do we do this? How do we do that? And then we just followed your system, and that worked well for us. We didn't need like developers to like do the integration for us.
True.
It's very straightforward. Just click things, integrate, and then it's done. Number one would be like COD deliveries. Because like we're having a hard time with COD deliveries for our .com. Just because of like the high returns. So like partnering with Locad helped us with the COD. And also it's also part of our like team who's like monitoring each order, like where it is, and asking customers like why they didn't receive their parcel. We were able to increase our orders based when compared to like we were just doing our .com, definitely. And TikTok has been very helpful in like pushing us on the platform. And that's coupled with being able to fulfill the orders on time. We also like got new customers because like of like quality fulfillment. So people can see that they get their parcels immediately, and packed well. So like that also helps in helping customers decide if they should order from this brand, apart from the quality of the products. Number 3, it also helped us lower our shipping costs, specifically for our .com, wherein we're also partnered with you guys. Because like back then we used to like go to like the physical stores of couriers and drop our parcels there. So as compared to, it's really a lot. We saved a lot, and in turn that translates to more savings for our customers, for our patients, because like we're able to like charge them lower shipping costs as opposed to before. And I think in general it's faster. They get their parcels faster, and we also, it's easier for us to just talk to you guys instead of like talking to different couriers. That's also like one of the considerations, is the cost versus quality. At the end of the day, like if we scrimp down on costs, like would the quality delivered be the same? And like what I said, like most of our customers have been ordering from us for the last 1, 2, 3 years, and like they have a minimum expectation that we need to fulfill. So yeah, it's one of our biggest considerations when partnering with a brand. It's like, will it help us deliver the quality that our patients require of us, and they deserve? It's very intuitive. It's very easy to use. Like if you have a new team member, we ask him to log in. It's very straightforward. So like there's not a big learning curve for using the dashboard, and like we like it because like it's we can see everything at at just one look. I think in addition to that, in addition to what we said, I like how Locad is very receptive. So like sometimes we like make recommendations, for example, for a specific feature, like oh, it might be better if like we can add this feature, and they like the team is very open to it, and considerate. Everyone's receptive to feedback. They try to listen to like the pain points and like the suggestions on how the experience can be better. I like how we're able to get in touch with your team easily, because we have a group, and then everything that needs to be resolved gets resolved within our WhatsApp group. So it's very helpful to have CSMs who we can reach out to anytime we need, and be able to accommodate us sometimes. Like for example, we missed the blackout dates, and then like we needed stock, so like they've been very helpful coordinating internally so that we can deliver stocks even if it's past the blackout date. So they've been very helpful, and as we grow, so yeah, and I think they're very understanding. Because like sometimes we get like a lot of pressure from customers or patients that,
Mm.
hey, we need this ASAP. Like I'd like it, especially during peak season, 11/11, 12/12. So they're very helpful in resolving all the issues we have. Yeah, hopefully, because like we get a lot of inquiries from our Southeast Asian uh, friends, potential customers. Like they'd like to get the products, but I think a big barrier is not really the fulfillment side, but more of the regulatory side. Because like it's easy to like to ship out to like one Locad fulfillment center and like have the orders like fulfilled from there. But like the regulatory side is very difficult, just because like each country has their own set of regulatory requirements you need to abide to. And that might mean, at least for ASEAN it's easy, but like outside ASEAN, it's more challenging, especially in the US. Because like that might mean having different packaging designs for
Mm.
different countries to abide by their regulatory rules. So that's one of the main challenges. We'd love to actually, but like maybe in the future, it's in the pipeline. Hopefully we'll grow Philippine market first, and when we're at that point that we're ready to have more team members from ASEAN, within ASEAN, we might look into it.